That's cool. AD was on his cap. T Red was on his cap. The girl that he was into was on his cap. And I guess whoever her nigga was on his cap because he was like, "You good now?" Like nigga, I ain't even bring her up.
Well,
AD bought it. You know what I'm saying?
the nigga talking in the background, I think is I don't think have you ever watched Fresh and Fit before? All right, so Fresh and Fit they do some bullshit down in Miami. However, they have the niggas on their soundboard. They also sometimes they might chime in to help like kind of calm the crowd down that they
I mean,
have
like
around
nigga,
the
I'm
table.
straight. You better be looking on pop off in this bitch. Fuck,
Uh,
fuck. Fuck you
where this
mean?
is located and the people that move through that building, it's a wild thing to do. Now, I
I'm
feel you though.
wild
You
too,
like I'm by
nigga.
myself.
Nigga, what? I would have definitely been on that type of shit. Nigga, you ain't about to pull my card like I'm a bitch.
Well, I don't feel like they was
Straight
pulling
up.
his car, but like nigga, these are again like when I first brought the shit up to you. These are statements that for a lesser nigga or a nigga more tapped in, he might have to answer for these statements because you're technically a civilian and you want to say you really work in media. You got to talk greasy about some niggas that really will come see about you. So now that I know these niggas, like I actually know these niggas, and you out here giving niggas F's that I know out here turning over $1 million a year, niggas
I
feel
could give
away.
two shits.
Well,
I
that's
definitely
how
have to.
you feel because you that nigga that's
Nah,
got the report card. I'm just saying why niggas
nah.
on the other side of the table are jazzed up like,
I'm just saying, like, bro, for me, nigga, don't come at me like I'm just like I'm saying you gonna try to pull my card. Bet, nigga. I ain't one nigga to like press no issue, and I'm not the nigga that's gonna I'm looking for problems, but nigga, I'm definitely a nigga that if you step on that damn rose thorn, it's gonna hurt. I sting a nigga for real. Now I
I
ain't looking
feel
for
you.
no smoke.
I would
Just
just
like damn. Hold on, hold on. You got five niggas on your head in here, and the nigga, you good? Nigga, is
I
you
know.
straight?
But that's one of those like if you see
What
the
you
interview
mean?
after, I think that's those actions on DeShaun's part, I believe, are what gains him the respect of an AD is because out of everybody in that room, that's the person whose respect you need. Actually, he's a current artist. He's somebody also super tapped in with the niggas that you would love to have fucking daily interviews and connections with. So
But
to leave
I wasn't
after
talking
and
about AD though.
no, I know that. I'm just saying that to leave after flaring up like that, having AD. Hey man, I respect the nigga because he came here and he handled his shit, and that's the thing that I feel like needs to be showcased more for that nigga because, like, yeah, like you said, he had 5 people on his head. He by his goddamn self, and the level of politics that are going on with the shit that he has created got himself caught up in. I'm just like, boy, the nigga ever said he wanted to play with fire today? Your ass
I
did.
ain't gonna lie though, bro. Like niggas, like I understand this shit serious and shit, you know. But around here, nigga, that shit, bro. You say the wrong thing, nigga. And, I mean, if a nigga that's feel like he backed in the corner, what the think he gonna do? Especially if he ain't a stranger to that shit, he might not be, he back that nigga in the corner and you applying pressure to five niggas on your head like really on you, and two really known gang members that you know what I'm saying, nigga. Hey, it's up, nigga. Y'all really gonna have to, yeah.
I give you
Somebody
that.
finna get a strike. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, bruh.
I feel
You
that.
know, give me-
I just feel like as a native, not myself, I just moved. So for this nigga, you're a native nigga. You grew up out there. Like you already know what type of fucking shit you was starting with that shit. And also,
yeah.
if his side is to be true, like, just to make the conversation simple, then all y'all niggas was moving funny because he told old girl something that seems like he told her something out of quite respect. Yo, your people or you said something that was racially insensitive that I didn't like. Now you're upset with me bringing my issue to say it is a nigga addressing a female. How else would I address her? Call her out her name. I told her what she did wrong. My nigga, you can't like that's the shit I hate with niggas being so macho. Something you can't even talk to a female like nigga. She's her own person. And if I'm not actively like I didn't demean her with any words that I said, so it's not like I got to slick one off. You said some shit I didn't like, and this is the thing you said I didn't like. That's it.
Everything. Then on top of that, it's like, bruh, who brought her ass over here? I
Well,
ain't
she's
calling no
always
bitch.
normally in the background. That's the thing. Like,
Nah. She walked over there. She pulled
oh,
up a
you mean
chair
like
on the
actually
nigga like
walked into the shit? Okay,
she
yeah,
like
that nigga T
basically like,
Rep,
what's up, nigga?
that nigga
You
T
feel me? I
Rep.
was like,
That's hey,
I'm,
you can tell the nigga she be
I'm
hurt.
like, hey, listen, hey, with all due respect, you know what I'm saying? Because most niggas gonna be like, man, like Marshawn Lynch did. What she did right is their man her.
Is your
All right, well
husband
then
here?
what?
Is your
Yeah, yeah,
husband here?
yeah. Right. I'm gonna address you. All right, so if you gonna come up, it's no disrespect. You know what I mean? At all. I don't care if you like they sister or not. But shit, you even though damn my damn shit popped off. Even though AD brought it up and they was curious, you pulled up because you was like, damn, these niggas talking about me. I don't want to know what's up. And you got a problem, bro. I'm still gonna address you. And if you get if female or not, I ain't put my hands on you. But if you get disrespectful, who gonna get disrespectful back? Come down here in the south and see what a nigga gonna call you,
Well, see,
man. It
that's
ain't go.
again where I'm just like, I hate niggas. That shit that niggas that on video games do to niggas that stick up for the girl over the com chats. Be like, yo, bro, chill out. She's not gonna fuck you. Like that's really what it is, my nigga. Like, chill out. She's not gonna fuck you, bro. Like you having to
Oh,
try and
shit.
act like she needs a white knight when nobody has physically struck this woman. Nobody has done anything to her except you don't
Man,
like how she's being spoken to. Yet she out here moving funny. Oh, because she's a woman, I don't get to chat back. Like that's some sucker shit. Like
this shit over with.
especially if she's really out here violating. Now, granted, old girl in the clip, she did not violate. Like she came to press her
Nah,
issue, so I'm not talking about her specifically, but
nah, yeah,
just
for sure.
the situation where yo she's on 30,000. I barely went to 10, and now you trying to act like oh I can't even go to 10. Like man,
Man, I'm gonna
I
tell you,
didn't get aggressive. I didn't move near nobody. I didn't do nothing.
I'm
I'm
gonna
good
tell
with
you
my
100 though.
words.
I was looking at that shit, fool, and I'm like, bro, situations be like this all the time, go bad and nigga get killed. And the whole time I'm looking at this shit, even though I'm looking at this shit, I'm like, they ain't finna do this nigga. But it was getting a little out of hand at first, cause dude, like, you know what I mean? He like, damn, nigga. And then here shit, that shit could have got out of hand. If that wasn't in that setting, bro, that shit could have got out of hand
If this
easy,
is a
bro.
party, oh, that shit does
Oh
not
yeah.
stop where it's at. If this is just a
Oh, it's
traditional
up.
house party, somebody's hurt. Somebody's hurt.
They gonna squabble, and then nigga gonna get the popping after that shit.
Yeah,
It's just
and they gonna grab in that
let
little
me
duffel bag he got.
or just walk out the door and come back. Oh, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, fam, bruh, I felt like even like just watching him, bro. I was like, man, this nigga lame as hell. Man, he like you said, he sassy as shit. But then when I started listening to what he was saying, I'm like,
Right,
okay,
that's the
shit.
shit.
A
Yeah,
reasonable
that's
nigga
what
gonna
got
be
me.
like,
That's what
you
got
know what
me.
I'm saying?
I'm
Like
like,
he just keeping it real. And then the whole time he was like, remember he kept saying he was like, oh, bro, I just been trying to talk about the music. Everybody else keep asking me about other
yeah.
shit, and I'm like,
But he was really prepared to talk about the music. A lot of times when nigga try and pivot to like, oh, I want to talk about this, I want to talk about that. You're not ready to talk about the shit you wanted to talk about. He not only wanted to shift the conversation to let's really discuss my report card. I can validate why a nigga got an F. And after I heard him validate it, I'm like, again,
let
like
me
that.
ask you this though.
You know me, I'd be ready to like. He got me. He
You
got me.
know, I was thinking about you when I was watching that shit, bro. They would be on Jern ass right now. Niggas would be arguing like a motherfucker because cuz gonna
Hey, we might
stand
be in
on
there
his.
squabbling because I'm for real. I'm gonna stand on my shit. We gonna be in there squabbling like, hey, nigga, this is how I feel. Like I can't lie to you. I have decided to technically nosedive a we'll say popular commercial music career out of the hopes of maybe I get enough power talking shit about niggas' music not being quality. Think I'm about to be scared to tell you niggas to your face why your homeboy is ass? I don't give a fuck.
I was like, bro, they would be like, and the another thing I ain't like about it is when they pressed on, like, look at cuz, look at family over there, bro. Husky, he look like, no offense, a square,
I'm gonna say
defensive
semi
square.
square. I'm gonna say semi square.
But I'm saying though, I'm just saying, and then you got two niggas over here hard pressing, bro.
Oh, so you gonna Russell Wilson this nigga? Oh, Channing Frye
Nah,
ass nigga. No, I'm playing.
nah, nah. Don't compare me to this. I'm just saying. What I'm saying is, I just thought it was some whole shit that them niggas was coming at fam like that. Even though I didn't like how he was like responding, being
But
sassy and shit.
again, the
I'm
people
like,
you're
bro, look at
dealing
him,
with,
bro.
that's the thing I do like about No Jumper is it's let's say these are all real active street men. They're all
Yeah,
actively also trying to live and lead a different. However,
yeah.
you've decided to speak on active street members. That energy comes differently, especially the ain't no fair ones. Especially if me and this nigga have squashed street beef that we've had about each other. Because apparently AD and T Rail used to have fucking beef, and that nigga AD was setting up on this nigga apparently one time.
I
So
think I heard.
that's what I'm saying. Like, so
Yeah.
we have moved from I hate this nigga in the streets for politics, and now I'll kill a nigga for this. and now we both take issue with the same issue. You think you gonna get a fair one over here, nigga? You didn't.
But
Like I
hold
said,
on.
he came to the lines then, and he handled himself quite well. That's why I was like, that 8 minutes, it wasn't it's good to get you in, but that 8 minutes I saw, I'm like, if you only say that 8 minutes, you're not gonna like this nigga
I
because he
sure
doesn't
was
have
out
an
of context.
opportunity to fucking explain
Yeah.
himself. Like none of the things you
Yeah.
need to
It
make.
did look bad on him.
Yeah, because his attitude doesn't have explanation. In that interview, the whole thing, attitude, see that
I see what you're
they're
saying.
putting that pressure on that nigga. Supposed to do. He could have stayed cool headed, but if he stays cool, I feel like the pressure keeps coming, and they start thinking, "Oh, you just soft." So he had to buck up a little. Oh,
I
nigga,
guess they had. I
hold
mean,
up.
in their defense, I think.
They gotta go see these people. What do you mean?
Nah.
They gotta
I
go
think
shake
he was
hands
more or
with them
less.
last this weekend or some shit. They gotta go
I
see
think
these
it was
niggas.
more. I think it was more or less like outside of them niggas. It's like the way he was kind of talking to him.
Oh yeah,
Nigga, you
yeah.
an
Hey,
employee. I think that kind of like made it
is
worse than what
he
it.
wrong? That's because you tagged me in that shit with Dame Dash today. That's exactly how Dame Dash speaks. That's the lesson I learned from Dame Dash very early. His words are not. He's not being dishonest. They are apt to what is actually going on over there. Just because you don't like the notion of what that means for your
Hold on,
situation,
hold on.
it's true.
I think they got it misconstrued in that part. Even though I was siding with AD and them, even though I did think I was like,
Well,
bro, he
they
could
are bosses
have.
because they do other shit.
Hold on, hold on one second. I'm saying like I sided with them, but the only reason why I thought that other shit was some winning shit, cause I'm like, bro, look at him, bro. He ain't on y'all like level on that other shit. So y'all can give him the pass and just talk. You know what I'm saying? But it's an interview. They doing it for shock value. Ooh, but I think that
I think
I
T
don't know.
Rail
Them niggas.
started it off kind of wild, my nigga.
It,
I didn't
it,
know shit about you. I didn't take no time to learn about you. I heard you was a nice young
he
man.
did.
Like
It was
he
kind
talks
of
shit like the uncle who
yeah.
actually knows everything that's going on with your life. So if you start
But
lying to
I
him,
think.
he's gonna be able to
Oh,
call
hold
you out.
on. I'm saying though, I think that them niggas got what he was saying misconstrued. Cause he was kind of pissed when he said it, but it was like, nigga, I really, nah, never mind.
Nah,
I take it
he
back.
said that
It
shit. He
was
meant that shit.
disrespectful.
He
It
was
was
getting his shit off.
disrespectful.
He was getting his
I
shit
had
off.
to
Like, oh,
think
y'all want to
about it.
talk to me like this? Nigga, y'all
Uh,
employees. Like, I'm up here because I made a boss move, because that's really what he did. It was a genius boss move that put him in position to
I had to
everybody had
think
to talk
about it.
about him. And then you
He
niggas want
fucked
to
me up
talk
for a
to me
second.
disrespectful, be flagrant with no apparently no research. Like, nigga, if what he says is true, he takes his business serious. So for you to start an interview off with
Seems
going,
like it.
I don't fucking you made a little bit of noise, little ass nigga, with your funky ass list. Come talk to me about it.
I got a question. Cause I didn't watch the whole thing. I'm guilty. So
Okay,
I
that's
gotta
fair.
intervene. Cause so why was T real so mad? Was it because and what was they
Simple.
talking about the
All
arm
these
thing or
niggas
whatever?
are his friends. You gotta think. We
Who
know these
who
people.
friends?
Everybody on this list, I either know or have second party association with. I have to answer to these people. That's why I said, like, they have to answer to.
Oh, so
That'd
basically
be
it was
like
like,
if you was on the
damn
list.
nigga, you didn't have my back, nigga.
Exactly. Like I
Okay,
have to have this type of energy. That's the only type of energy, because if I really fuck with you, and like he was explaining, some of these people truly do good music, but they got Fs. And then yeah, you do got an F because your consistency, your branding is poor. But like even me, I think I'm top notch, but based off of his grading, I would win in fucking versatility and all these other shit. But my branding and consistency, I'm for sure getting an F. I'm failing. So that tanks my shit, like I was explaining when we initially talked about.
yeah,
I might hopefully leave with, but if I got an F with what I'm doing currently, even though I'm now like on the S, I get it. But that's me also being a person who's always with my artistry. I've been like, hey, a nigga don't like what I'm doing. Maybe I should take note and see if that helps make my shit better. Oh, it does. Maybe we should listen to more advice. Most people be like, oh, well, I'm just out here moving, doing whatever the fuck I feel. That's fine. You can do that. But to get to another level, you got to distill that talent into something. Most people can't take that shit. That's why, again, they're upset about this. But if you listen to what the young man says, about the one song in 4 years, but that one song is so hot, we're still talking about it. Why do you think you deserve a high grade and consistency? Why? Oh, you
see what you're
don't.
saying.
You can't explain that shit if you really give the nigga
I see,
credence for his
but
points. That's why I'm like, Again, you know me. I love not that I love to hate a nigga, but like I love to invalidate a nigga with a bullshit
Yeah, he
position.
do. He do look like a
And then that
nigga.
and for this nigga after I'm like, cause I'm like, man, I don't like this nigga and there's some bullshit. And then I let that nigga explain his point. He actually like took the time to be able to put a metric to something that's subjective. Because subjectively, yeah, you asked and now he's got an A. But once you use a thing that technically is subjective, actually use these metrics, you can't lie and tell me not just Blast is my example, even though I know he's been putting out more music.
Nah,
But that nigga put out one song in 4 years. You can't lie on this grading rubric and say, oh, he gets a 10 for consistency with one song in 4. That's
nah,
just not
that's real.
possible. That's why I'm like, fuck, man. Little nigga he had one. I gotta respect it. Matter of fact, I even
Nah,
hit the nigga up. Now I gotta see if the nigga's gonna be honest about this shit. Because you promote Tyler, you promote Vince Staples. They don't have a traditional Los Angeles or California sound. Neither do I. So if I consistently hit you up, but I don't get no press in the long run, that's the shit that how he was trying to talk shit about old girl. That's the same shit I'm gonna be talking about him, or the same issue that I take with media now. You niggas are so stuck on glad handing and fucking payola that you niggas don't even fucking go and listen to new music. So when a nigga hits you up, like, oh, well, how do I send it to you? Because I'm trying to be fucking professional. You'll look at the message and then just keep it pushing. Because that's what old girl
this
did to
nigga.
my message. Because when he was like, hey, promote all these people that need to be promoted, you know, my black ass, I'm trying to get in the game. So what am I doing? Looking up these magazines, sending emails. I hit all these folks up that were brought up in this fucking interview. Only person that hit me back was that nigga. And he didn't even hit me back with like, oh, this. I asked, like I've said, trying to be professional. Where do you want your music sent to? Because that's how you professionally present music to people. Because I might not want that shit flooded to my fucking DM on Instagram. Nigga said sent it to his DM on Instagram. Perfect. So yeah, okay. You're busy right now. You might not get to this project, but if my consistency is up, there should be more music coming to your DM. You should start seeing more DMs from me. You're not that big yet. So if I continue to tap in, that shit should turn into something. But if you don't, give a nigga. I'm not saying you have to give me a light, but like he was saying in the interview, is everybody you guys interview that's somebody that you believe in, that you guys like? No, it's fucking not. But you out here giving niggas press and media. I'm trying to get press and media. Are you actually doing the shit that you say you doing? That's why I'm like, hey, partially he is. Because he did respond. Out of everybody else I hit up, didn't none of them motherfuckers respond. But they told me, oh, I'm trying to put on
Are
for
you
LA.
talking? Oh, you talking? You just talking about him, or you talking about yourself?
No, I'm talking about him and everybody that
Oh, okay.
happened in that shit. The thing that caused the problem was he called out LA media for not putting on for LA hard enough, not really taking the time to go through the
Okay.
crates and put niggas on. But he is. He's doing that shit. He made that magazine. He's got his own magazine that he been putting. He got blown off by some nigga who didn't want to fucking show. He fucking put out
Oh,
his
the
report
nigga with the
card.
photo shoot that he was talking about.
Yeah. So like that nigga's doing shit, actively trying to be the change that he wants to see. All right, perfect. I could fuck with a nigga like that. That's why I'm like, I'm not gonna completely hold him. That nigga's like, oh well, I can't even if he don't respond and tell me that he can't do no media for a nigga later. That's perfectly fine. Cause you out here working with that. But for the channel to be open and for a nigga to eventually get media, that's what needs to happen. And I'm not just talking about. I'm talking about if there's some other nigga like watch that whole interview, saw you was saying that you was out here really trying to put on for niggas and hit you up, you should be showing love. That's just how I look at it. Especially if you're gonna be over there upset talking about oh girl and her friends is trying to blackball you while you trying to show love to niggas. You don't have no argument if you don't do that shit. That's just me. That's why I was like, I'd love to invalidate this nigga, but he was talking his shit.
Hey man, that shit was crazy. It was crazy. I clicked on this shit because I was like, think this the nigga. It was.
Now
That nigga.
that nigga Dame and Steven Jackson, bro.
That shit was hard.
It wasn't. It
You see
wasn't.
that shit?
I
Oh,
wish
I'm hearing
Dame
this nigga, bro.
could just talk to a nigga and understand that nigga. Nobody starts where you have your conversations at, Dame. Nobody starts there.
Hey, that
Nobody.
shit was hard though.
I know, but it almost because Steven Jackson was smart enough to understand that he wasn't being talked down to. He was being explained more so where Dame starts his thought. He thinks the way. So now when first like what happened in fucking Hot 97 with Ebro and them. Or not Ebro, but fucking Power 105 with DJ Envy. when he was up there, like how old boy was. You're employees. You niggas work for somebody. He's not trying to shit on you niggas in Dame's case. That he's really trying to say, like, my nigga, if I wanted to be on the radio, I'd go spend Dame Dash's money to be on the fucking radio. So no nigga could tell me what the fuck to do. But you're happy to work up here. Just like how he was explaining to Steven Jackson, like, yo, I did my dream. That shit is dead. The most beautiful thing is the death of a dream. Because that means that shit's accomplished. You know how much success you have to talk about dreams like that? That's
Nigga,
crazy. Some people only have one, and then that shit never gets life. To hear that, oh, the most beautiful thing about a dream is its death. That means that you've seen so many completions of a dream that you don't even fucking fear it ever not happen. That's like in the levels of how a nigga thinks. People don't start there.
you, I'm high, but you made me forget my point. It's cool though. Damn. That nigga, hey, unsheath that fucking goddamn thought. That nigga had a
Man.
deep.
Cause I'm just like, bro, like that's what I'm saying. Like I've been studying Dame since I was a little kid. That's why, like, when I take meetings, I talk to myself in my head. Don't do X, don't do this, don't do this. Because especially if I come in the power of like, I got leverage in the meeting. I've been taught that if I have leverage, I shouldn't listen to a fucking word from anybody. However, like you be saying with how some people don't like somebody's delivery. It's like, yo, just because you don't like my delivery, I still hold leverage. Go fuck yourself. That's what I've been taught. Now, have I learned better? That's not okay. That's definitely not okay. I'd like to work with people later on. But for the
That nigga
initial
burning
deal,
bridges.
man, I here with a lighter
Hey,
and fucking matches. Like, let's go.
did you see that shit with Wiz Khalifa and Gilly the Kid?
I
Gilly was
seen it, but
just
I did not look
joking.
into it. But I haven't seen the video. I seen
Bro, look
the
it up
headline.
right now.
Hold on.
Let me see if I can send it to you. I sent it to my girl earlier.
That shit is funny. I seen him upset. Did Wiz actually get him kicked off because he told him to put some shorts on?
Now I don't know if he got him kicked off, but apparently, let me go see if it's really kicked off. But apparently, he Instagram pulled his shit. Why? I don't know. That shit really lame as hell.
Yo, it's TM88, and I'm rocking with All Urban Central. You did.
It's a little crazy today because today I had to unfollow one of my brothers, Wiz Khalifa, man. I love you, brother. You know what I mean? I'm still riding around, banging black and yellow. And when I see
The thing that I don't understand about all of this, how did this go from past jokes? Because if you really
That's
like, if we're both really from the city, and like the way Gilly's talking is nigga, the same reason why I don't think I follow the game no more. My nigga, you out here trying to motherfucking gray sweatpants fucking print for the bitches all the time,
that
every
nigga.
post.
I was
Like I'm not
I
trying
was
to see
looking.
that on my timeline, my guy. Like I fuck with you, but nigga, I don't need to follow you because apparently you trying to go motherfucking D'Angelo in the music video every post. I'm cool. I
That
don't
nigga.
need that.
That nigga. That nigga got his page. So
Who?
I don't know. Gilly.
He still follow. Oh, he still got it. I think he said that he was unfollowing him and blocking him in this video.
Nah, nah.
see you again, you a legend, man. It's Pennsylvania, baby. Philly
His
to
page
Pittsburgh, but I
taken
had to
down.
unfollow him
I'm
today,
just
man.
saying, bro.
Every
The
time I come
initial
on my
video,
page, man, you in your
bro was
drawers,
joking.
man.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Not fucking with
saying.
Wiz Khalifa. I'm like, nigga. I was looking at the video. That's what took me so long.
I'm looking at Gilly's video right now, and it looks like he's just making jokes. Like I was saying,
Just
like
being like
I
if they
don't
the
want to see
homies.
this
He
every
said
day. Like, yeah, nigga, like you. I don't give a fuck if you like you. Like if you was out here, you be in the gym and shit, my nigga. If I see that shit on my motherfucking shit, I'd make this video. Chip, I'm not trying to see this shit. Nigga, put some clothes
I thought
on.
he was cool. Like, yeah, you feel me? Like,
You giving
cuz
up
we
scrap
cool,
and
bro.
ball
Put some
action,
clothes
man.
on.
But you
Nigga,
know
come
what
on,
though?
bro.
He might have been a nigga with like body dysmorphia because he's been so skinny for so long. So like we don't know that nigga personally. So the skinny shit could have got to that nigga. That's why he went to the gym and got like he got fit the way he got fit. He might feel more comfortable, but still feel uncomfortable with his body. So to be dragged by the homie like this might make him have felt the way.
He didn't drag him
No,
though.
I'm saying is somebody who just to
But he
live in that
feels
nigga's
that way.
shoes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it to us, we know that he's making a joke.
Fam.
But when you're on the receiving end of that shit, and it might be some shit you've been carrying, and it's a nigga you fuck with, that shit might hit a little harder. You might be like, God damn it, fuck you. Like nigga might really be upset. That's why I'm
Yeah,
like,
I'm just saying, bro. Look, Wiz, you my nigga, because I remember when Taylor Gang, nigga, I was saying, Taylor Gang, I had the motherfucking camo pants and chucks with the white beater on the hat. Nigga, I mean, bro, we was doing this shit.
I couldn't do it
But
after Cabin
you out of
Fever. I was like, I'm out of this bitch. This nigga done
you out
beat
of
me down.
line.
No, well,
Wiz, you out of
I
line.
yeah,
Like, bro,
I don't know. No, I don't. Hold on. I got to see the rest of this.
You
So
know, every day, man, I
nigga,
can't do
bro.
8 balls in the
To
corner
the
pocket
lame
every day,
ass niggas
man.
that
So he,
use the
but
niggas that was bullshitting trying to reach some shit. I'm like, you see that shit?
I'm looking at this other video.
You lying.
This nigga so skinny.
Nah, I'm talking about this. Hold on, fool. Let me see. I got.
All right, guys. See y'all later.
Yeah, this nigga know what he's doing. This nigga Wiz know what he's doing. This nigga knows what he's doing. He's
Be
doing that
safe.
gang shit.
Let's go.
This is marketing. This is marketing.
Man, it could. Well, it could be. You might be right, but
But
still.
it ain't. It could be, nigga. That is marketing. Nigga, you outside with no clothes on and you sell records and T-shirts and clothes on fucking Depop and shit, my nigga. You out here marketing. You out here marketing. You trying to keep them eyeballs on you. But nah, I think Gilly was just making jokes though.
What? Just checking his ass. That's what homies do. Yeah.
But maybe they're not that close. Maybe Wiz like nigga, you chill
It
out.
don't matter, fam. That's even like you fucking being like Blake, big old Blake. Hey Blake, man, I'm tired of seeing you goddamn your big belly every day, bro. Goddamn, you take it off every day and scream PD Pablo song at 3 p.m. And you just be cracking a joke. No, normal niggas would be like, ugly ass nigga, cue ball head. Like nigga would just check you back or something. This nigga sit here.
I think he really what's it called? He's on a different time, and I think Gilly making jokes, and we not close like. And
Oh, I see
like
what
he
you're
said,
saying.
he took it as a negative comment. Never saw the joke in it. So you being negative, see ya. You not bossing. Are you bossing up on y'all? If you're not bossing up, see ya. Like he's doing all the things you're saying, except he came with that negative energy apparently because he made a joke about your skinny ass around in draws. Because that's really what you're doing. Like nigga, if you weren't as famous as you are, you couldn't be in the gym like that. Like the average
Facts.
gym nigga is not in the gym like this. This is not standard. But because you're
100
super
though.
famous, like, oh, we want him to feel as comfortable as possible because he really in here working with it. Helps bolster our fucking gym's profile. Keep it 100.
Hey, you keep it real, my mama. That nigga was tripping. I'm like, fail. It was a joke, nigga. I fuck with both of y'all. Damn.
Oh, I hate this nigga.
Exactly.
This a quality point. This bitch ass nigga. We's intelligent, man. We's intelligent. You're not gonna just catch him slipping on a humble. This nigga said, hold up. Same niggas that laughing at me right now talking shit. Y'all the same niggas that was laughing at niggas that can read. Got two parents in the household. Yada yada yada. Like that. Hey, it's technically true. But we was just making jokes. We was just making jokes. That's funny.
Damn.
That's funny.
That shit was. I was like, bro, you make this more serious.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they'll be cool because shit, they both from Philly, and I think Gilly really does fuck with them, and he was really making jokes. And if he's still like on his page and shit, it'll be all right. I don't think it's too
Nah,
serious.
you didn't see what Gilly said. What you call it back? Hold on, I like that. I'm not even. I feel like fucking. Hold on. I retweeted. I was like, damn fool, you niggas is really bad over this shit.
Told you he might feel a way about being so skinny and then getting made fun of like in such a public manner, like especially if we close, nigga, send me that joke. Like text me, call me, come talk that shit to me
That's
directly.
true. That's true, bro. You could have
Like to
just
make fun of me
texted
on
him
this
that shit.
scale, like you were not clout chasing because you probably just were getting a joke off and didn't really think about it. But that kind of that shit with Will and Jada, where that nigga's like, hey, don't just start filming me. Like, do you know what kind of brand I got out here?
Damn, Gilly talking shit.
Send that shit
Yeah,
to me.
yeah. I'm sitting right now.
People was laughing at me, Gilly. I don't like to be laughed at. It's I felt like you was bringing down another black man. It's like I told you to put some drawers on.
So he starts off making my exact point of why Wiz might be upset. He got 100,000 extra followers just from interacting with me online at this level. Like my nigga, like you wouldn't have had that extra 100,000 if this shouldn't had happened. It's not like your engine was moving that heavy because that wasn't the situation. Niggas fuck with you,
What you
but you
talking
would
about? Gilly said that shit.
did like yeah. Like I could see the reasons why Wiz would be upset, especially if you could call me and you made that joke online and
That's
we
100% though. I believe that.
like
Nah, I believe what you saying though in that aspect for sure. Trying to find it, hoe. Nigga, this the type of shit that should not be going down in like a history book. And niggas got fucking it's all over social media and shit. This the type of shit that's just like, bro, really, bro. Nigga, this is just trying to find this shit. Bro,
I
you
would
know I'm going to.
the fucked up part about Gilly has a point, like from an old head. Apparently, like I said, y'all had the ability to talk to each other directly. That nigga told you how he felt straight up. And you decide to go back to the internet and tell us how he told you he felt.
Cause he was mad. Cause he
But
like, bro, you done did all this.
that was the whole initial point of why, like I said, maybe that's why he's upset. People were laughing at me versus we could have laughed together. You turned me into the butt of the joke at the expense of my fucking feelings when you could have hit me up directly, told me to put some drawers on, and we had our motherfucking keys behind the scenes.
I'm saying, no, I'm saying Gilly was probably mad at this point. He like, nigga, really? Oh, now I'm really finna get on your ass. That type of shit.
Yeah, I think
You know
that's
what I'm
what
saying?
happened. However, that's again where I'm like the little bit of growth old niggas need to do. That nigga, you come from a generation where a nigga doesn't tell you how they actually fucking feel when you hurt them in their feelings.
See what you saying. I see what you're saying, bro.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
got a good point,
In
but at this,
today's
I'm like,
time, but that's I get like on Gilly's side, he's an
at
old
this
nigga.
point, bro.
He doing what he got to do.
But hold on though. This nigga is our age, bro. So it's
Who?
like we Wiz.
Yeah, but Wiz has access to fucking therapists, and he spent money on mental health. Do you see the relationship he has with his son?
I
The way
I
he
believe
speaks
that.
now, like
I
that
know, but
nigga's
I'm
not
saying
the same nigga.
I believe that and I receive that. But what I am saying is like, nigga, you could have ignored that shit, even though you got it off your chest and shit. And it wouldn't even went nowhere.
But
Oh, he cracked his up. Boo,
that's hold
nigga.
on. That's not possible with the tools that he has now. He knows to voice his opinion in a way that would be
I believe that.
non-threatening
I
and
respect.
disrespectful. So that's why when he finally gets on the phone with an OG that he probably respects and fucks with, he's like, "You hurt my feelings. I don't like people laughing at me." Who would you tell that? Somebody you respect and fuck with and are trying to build with. This is why I'm like, as an old nigga, he's still trying to teach him something. Toughen up, little nigga. It's cold outside. That's what Gilly's still coming with. That's why he's like, this nigga said this shit. It's like it's cool, and I get that part because I come from a time period where I completely understand that. But I'm obviously I'm speaking on Wiz's behalf because I don't know this nigga at all. But I'm assuming that from the things that I've seen in these two clips and the shit that Gilly said that he said, he's using words in a way that only a nigga that's had some real mental health in psychology sessions uses their words. He's speaking out the things he doesn't
Man,
like. Most people don't do that, especially black
I
men.
believe it. I know I'm saying I believe it, but I'm just saying like
Like he's still cotton saw.
it couldn't have been that deep. I'm like, damn, this nigga check me. I'm gonna fire his ass up. Okay, I'm gonna give you a little secret. A lot of times people fire people up back. Like if say you check me and then I check you back. You probably checking me out of pure fun. But I'll check you back. Oh, this nigga joke. I'ma fire his ass up. So one, he know that I can check. Two, he ain't gonna fuck with me no more. And three, I can go toe to toe with this nigga type shit. You see what I'm saying?
I do, but do you not understand that that entire line of thought is a
And
defense
just
mechanism?
and then
And
just be
that
like,
might
all
be
right,
something that a
Bobby.
nigga's not trying to use no more because that
But
shit's
hold on,
an
hold on, hold on.
unhealthy response.
This
I'm just
this is my
saying.
point. This is my point though. Hold on. Let me make my point. So my point is like, bro, he could have 48 laws of power that nigga. I fight that shit back, and then bro, just leave me alone. We'll chick. We'll do what we do. He'll just leave me alone. I ain't gotta worry about it. Even though I do feel the way I feel, he gonna know about my retorts, but yeah, he gonna it's not gonna spill over to some hatred shit. Now he probably like, man, fuck that nigga. Whereas if I would have
But
just did that, I would have salvaged that shit, and then I would never have to deal with this nigga again.
I
He
would,
just he blowing this shit up to
but you
something way
no, but
bigger.
even if he does blow it up to something way bigger, the waters that Wiz is swimming in by choice, after just the things I've learned in his career, just like seeing niggas tell him, like in interviews, like that nigga decided he wanted to go left when everybody wanted him to go right. That's what he planned from the beginning, like shit like that. I'm like, that nigga's not playing in the same waters. That nigga's doing cereal commercials on fucking syndicated television for little white kids in the middle of America. Gilly the Kid does a podcast with his homie, and that's what it is. I'm not sure if it's, I don't know if it's Rollo or Wallo, so I'm not trying to be disrespectful to the OG
Wallow, it's
because
his
I do
cousin,
fuck with him. I do fuck with
his
that
little
nigga,
cousin.
and I fuck with the podcast. But I'm just saying that like, yeah, they're blowing up, and they may have tapped into the culture, but the rooms that Wiz is in, Gilly's not
I
getting in those
believe,
rooms.
I
Not right
understand,
now.
but damn,
Even if he went toe to toe with that nigga and did a full on rap beef, that would not change that nigga's profile to a level to make it to where, oh yeah, Gilly the Kid is that nigga again. Plus, nigga don't make music like that. Like I don't know, and I fuck with Gilly, and like, hey, I know
I
like
heard that nigga freestyle one time. He was cold with
that
Metro
nigga
Boomin on that
nice.
beat.
Nah, that
Yeah, I
shit was
said,
ass.
damn,
And Gilly's
that shit was
fucking
hard. His old
shit.
ass.
I've seen Gilly. For skill wise at his age to be able to just pull it out the bag like that. I respect that. But I've heard
That's what I'm
him rhyme better.
saying.
Okay, okay. I'm like I've heard him rhyme better, so that's why I'm like, nah, that
That's
shit
what,
just
bro.
for what he can do.
Bro. You from the south. You know that hard mean a multitude of things. That shit was
I do.
cold.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you that because for
So
his old
it
ass,
was like I don't even think he just be rapping like that.
not no
Like
more.
I'm saying, like he don't even just be freestyling. Like he probably got shit in the vault at the crib because it's the crib. But it's like,
I don't know how niggas get there though. Like where you just don't do nothing no
bro, the
more.
nigga like no, he got a whole ass family. He got other shit,
I
bro.
know,
That
but
he's
like how you
focused.
don't like. I
He
can't
probably
hear
got an album
music
out.
without even thinking about what we could do with it, even in
He
genres that
probably
aren't
got
even
a lot of
fucking
that
rap.
shit.
And he's probably just like that. I'm just like for me, like I'll hear fucking some shit that's like a Western pop country song and be like, yo, you know, we could flip that into a drill beat that nobody's thinking about having. That shit would be fucking crazy. That's the type of shit like I'll be hearing music and be, hey, we could do this. Or like even with that shit, I'll be like, hey, why isn't nobody pushing country to these niggas in the hood? Like actively. Like these niggas make good songs. Like I don't know if you know, but like they do. Now,
I
does
don't
it
listen
take
to country.
a
I know
very
niggas that do
particular
though.
brand of song to get a nigga who's never listened to country to like country? Hell yeah. Because all that shit is not the best. But
I know a lot of black people listen to country though. For real,
nigga,
for real.
it's our shit first anyways. Like nigga.
I'm just saying. I'm talking about the white man
Oh
country
yeah, yeah,
song.
yeah. But I like even what's this nigga? I used to keep a book. I don't have that shit no more. But like when I first got into music, I was like white artists I want to work with. I had a whole list of like it's white, it's cold. I remember I woke up one morning, this nigga Jamie Johnson was on my TV. Who's this nigga? Where's my book? I had to write this nigga name down. Nigga that seen it in color, my nigga. That shit is amazing. That shit
Crazy.
amazing. All right. But yeah, that's it for this little bullshit. We're gonna get into the fourth shit now. That's what we're gonna
Hold on, let me change my little battery out.